Shalom. Call Halal, Yahawah by Sham, by Shem Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Yahawah that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And out of that book, the book of the Lord, man, which is full of dark sins, lamentations, and woe. As a matter of fact, let's grab a couple of those scriptures. This is Proverbs 1 and 6. All right. Book of wise sayings, and it says, to understand a proverb and the interpretation of the words of the wise and their dark sayings. For fear of Yahawah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So we tell you these dark sayings because they're true and they're going to happen. So as you can see, the lady messing up her makeup and crying. Hold on, let me grab something real quick. Block out this light. There we go. It's going to be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth, a lot of crying. All right, and not just for women, these men too. She just looks so pathetic and so hurt and afraid. I just decided to use her image. I don't know what happened to her, what it's even about, but it's pretty evident that she's pretty shook up. Things aren't looking good, whatever the situation is. And that's the mind state you should be in. You should be afraid, but yet rejoicing at the same time if you believe in Yahawah by Shemawashai. All right, this is Psalm 78 and 2, because, the churches today are Sunday, and it's so-called Father's Day. There's no such thing in the Bible. And all I saw was a whole bunch of ignorant black women, to be honest with you, talking about this Father's Day to them and how she raised 3 sons. She's with this one particular chick bragging about how she raised 3 sons. One's a CTA driver, and another one's a something else, and another one's a something else, and they're all doing fine. And well, you did it all by yourself. Well, why is that so? Well, did they all have the same fathers? Probably not. And why is the man not in the picture? Well, right. She can give you all kind of reasons. He was a deadbeat, woo up the bam. You hear the same story over and over again, and there's no accountability that you just keep laying down with ain't shit man and then having children. And you so independent, but I bet you she took every dime of child support and welfare and everything else that she got for them. So really, she didn't raise shit on her own. The state did. All right? That's just the God honest truth. So there's a lot of these women that say that, it just, just close their mouths and not say that dumb shit. Real talk. But this is Psalm 78 and 2, and it reads, and I will open my mouth in a parable, and I will utter dark sayings of old. And the dark sayings of old are the prophecies which prophesy of the destruction that's coming to America, that's currently upon America and the rest of the world for that matter. Crazy patterns of weather, different wars and conflicts, and now you got famine and all sorts of a manner of things that are happening, which brings to mind this first video we're going to play of my girl here. I like this chick, the itty bitty. I'm going to assume she's talking about her girly parts, but seemed like she took what someone made fun of and she stood on it boldly, kind of like how Negroes took the word nigga and made it popular. Now they embrace it. She said she seems to have done the same thing with itty bitty, but I like this chick, man. She has really good content on her channels all the time, unlike a lot of people, unlike a lot of women.
Michael Foods closing David City plant. Michael Foods has announced that it will be closing its David City plant in July. This is an egg operation. Farmer John meatpacking plant in Vernon to close his company city's escalating cost in California. One of the largest pork processing facilities in the U.S. is closing until further notice. High gas prices force UK fertilizer plant to shut for good. St. Louis-based packaging company lays off hundreds as it closes 5 plants, transfers work. Dairy plant in Sham closing in July. This change will impact the production and distribution of various brand-named milk products distributed across Illinois and Wisconsin. Truck drivers parking their rigs as gas prices continue to climb. The rising cost of trucking trickle down to goods and groceries as companies struggle to manage inflation. Diesel prices are setting records nationwide as a gallon of fuel now averages $5.72 as of Wednesday. Drivers fueling up at a truck stop in East Houston said the pain at the pump is crippling as rising prices force some to park their rigs. We've been saying this for a year now. Get prepared because it's not going to get any better, it's going to get worse. By this fall, meat will be so high you will not be able to afford it, along with everything else. If truckers don't make their runs, then stores don't get their goods. So prices will increase, and things will become scarce. Prepare now if you haven't. Grow a garden, buy fruits and vegetables, and learn how to can them. Buy water, lots of it. Canned goods and wheat products because we already know the wheat is going to be gone soon. Just a couple of weeks ago, they said that we only had 10 weeks supply of wheat left. Don't wait until it's too late.
All right, so that was a pretty dire message there, and she said, what did she say? 3 months? Well, something to that effect. Hey, look, we've been telling you that the elders and the apostles been telling you for 30 years, you know, and since 2007, since the YouTube awakening, especially the men of the great millstone have been telling you that since then. All right. So, you know, that's like 14 years now. So the prophets have been warning you, and this message went to the whole world. You know, a few people take heed of it, and many of you don't. A lot of you are going to suffer the consequences, and that's going to cause all sorts of riots and drama and violence. All right? It's going to cause a lot of problems here in Babylon, man. A lot of problems. And then you got, you know, then you have that thing with all the cows, with, you know, 10,000 cows dropped dead, you know. And then I saw a video that I'm going to try to find, which shows you in some movie where they showed a plane fly over and drop a couple barrels of hay, and they showed the cows at night go to eat all the hay, you know, I forget what you call a stack of hay or what you call it, but these planes flew over and dropped it, and next thing you know, all these cows went and ate it, and then they were all dead in the morning. And it kind of looked like this. Predictive programming, man. See if we can get that in focus there. There you go. Yep. And then they gave you all these reasons why all these cows just happen to die at the same damn time. You really gonna believe that? If a group of anything dies off, they die off one at a time in close proximity of each other, but not all at the same time. So if you stupid enough to believe that, then you know you stupid enough to believe that Santa Claus is real. All right, that there's really some fat dude is gonna come down your fireplace, you know, your chimney, and come into your house, man. And if he is more than likely he's a pedophile coming for your children. All right. Which they're really trying to push that. All right. And this is going to cause a lot of problems and rouse up a lot of spirits. And a lot of spirits have been created for vengeance, whether it be an animal or a person, man. The teeth of a beast. As a matter of fact, let's give you an example of that. Let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to Sirach 39 and 28. And it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, which means they were made for vengeance, and they're hurting you as they're killing you, bringing vengeance. And who they bringing vengeance for? The Lord. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right, finishing the scripture proves what I said was true. Fire and hell and famine and death, and all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of beast. All right. So when people are drowning and struck by lightning, dying in earthquakes, in storms, you know, dying from famine, the hell is killing certain animals and livestock or people. That came from the Lord, man. All right. And it says, because it said, fire and hell, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and swords, punishing the wicked to destruction. So when someone goes out and mass shoots someone, oh, it's so horrible, it's a terrible thing. The Lord put the spirit on that person to do so. All right? Or he put the spirit on Esau, Edom to orchestrate it, because a lot of these shootings and things like that are definitely orchestrated. All right? And it says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be steady upon earth when need is. So when the Lord needs this wickedness to come upon in the form of vengeance, he will send it, because the Lord said he controls both the left and the right hand side. All right. Isaiah 45:7, he says he creates the light and the darkness. All right. He creates evil as well. Okay. He said, I, the Lord, do these things. I, Yahawah. All right. Let's go to Sirach 27. And hold on. 27 and 28 as well. All right. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. So like a lion, vengeance is all you mockers and scoffers. The Lord's going to send a beast for you, man. And I'm going to play this video of this woman who was killed by an elephant. And here's the crazy thing. The woman killed her. The guy said made her a chalk mark. Why did he show up at her funeral and trample her again? The Lord had a hit out for this woman, man. This is crazy. Let's let it play.
Yeah, this is definitely the wildest headline I've ever seen. So an elephant subtracted a 70-year-old woman and then pulled up to her funeral and trampled her corpse. The backstory is the woman was collecting water from her well, hurting nobody, when an elephant appeared and turned her into a chalk outline. She was immediately rushed to a hospital, but when the largest thing in the world with legs pressed, you're probably not coming out of that. A few days later, her family members got together for a funeral and were literally in the middle of performing last rites when the same elephant that put them all there returned. The elephant lifted the soul evacuated body from the funeral pyre. That's a funeral pyre. And in front of her entire mourning family proceeded to reenact the events that got her there.
Damn.
So it's not even like this was an elephant getting its lick back on a hunter. She was literally just getting water. I didn't know how to make this video because it's not like you can really make jokes because, like, someone died. But what the hell did you do to make an elephant want to murk you twice?
So that's you. This is a crazy story. That shit is amazing, man. But you know what? It tells you that. Matter of fact, let me find it. Let me find it. This is I believe it's Sirach. Well, 2nd Ezra 14 and 34. Right, and it reads, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death the judgment shall come, when we shall live again. Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly be declared. So this woman was drawing water. She wasn't a hunter, but she clearly was paying for something she did in her last life. And so that is what's about to come upon the earth now. All right. A lot of people are about to pay for their scoffing, for their past deeds, for things they did in this life or in the last, or in some cases in both. There is no escaping the judgment which is befalling the earth. I can't even say that which is about to befall. It is happening. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Qadash, YAHAWADAH, Kwam Yasharala.